jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what plastic.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And now running right through it. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 5, 6, 22. Check 43.
After the interception, it's locked. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they? How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time? No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. Pushing his way inside the 40. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now the fourth-year man for Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. It's locked. Letting one go deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The pitch to Fournette. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jason Pierre-Paul coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Fournette. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Fournette fighting through. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Leonard Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff to Fournette. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Check out. 5-16. Reggie. 5-6-22.
On 2nd down, here's Love. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Luck now to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And from the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hurry, hurry. 622.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Love. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Love. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Fournette on the toss to the right. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Fournette, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Throw left side complete. It's George. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's George. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is locked. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Tempo. 12.
Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
This is Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. Now the ball comes loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On second down, here's Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On the run, it's Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it again with Fournette. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lampert!
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, you got the out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10, Luck again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Gone!
Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. Complete outright to Kurtz. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. 12. Go ahead.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. There he goes inside the 30. And touchdown! A big And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Muscles him off. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.